Have you heard comments like, "Is that all you're eating?" Or "You must be on a diet. How come you're not having more?" Or "You don't like my cooking. How come you're not eating my food?" So comments like this can make you feel really pressured to eat when you're not even hungry at all. Comment below on the comments that you might get that may make you feel pressured to eat more. Hi, I'm Eve from Vitamin Eve Nutrition Counseling, and today we're going to talk about how to navigate feeling pressured to eat. So there's so many places that this could happen. In fact, the other night I was at my grandmother's house and I felt pressured to eat, and that's where this video is coming from, to give you some strategies on how to navigate that. Because if you don't know how to navigate this feeling pressured to eat, you may be coerced to eat when you're not feeling hungry. You may feel bloated. You may feel annoyed at yourself. You may even feel resentful and annoyed at the person who's trying to be nice and offer you food. So this could be a real issue if you don't learn how to navigate it. So learning how to navigate it is important because you get to feel in mastery around food. Nobody could tell you what to eat. You feel like you could choose what you're eating and how much, and you know how to navigate these situations without alienating people, learning how to honor yourself without making other people feel alienated from you or make you feel like you're not being mean to other people. So let's jump in on how to navigate this so you can handle food situations with ease and peace. So step number one is, if you feel like somebody's pressuring you to eat, or they're offering you food too much, or they keep on saying something, is first get clear, is do you want the food? Are you actually hungry? Have you been restricting today? So if you want to eat the food, I want you to give yourself permission to eat enough when you're feeling physically hungry. Which brings us to step number two, is if you feel like you want the food, is to make sure that you are physically hungry and that there isn't something else you're actually craving. Because in these types of situations, you may be actually craving something else. You may be craving the approval of the person who you're with. You want them to think that you're nice and that you're a good person. Are you craving connection? Are you wanting to feel like you're part of the gathering? Or do you want to hang out longer? Sometimes the way we justify doing that is ordering more and more food or eating more and more food. So what is it you're truly hungry for? Because if it's not the food, that brings us to step number three, and you realize that you've had enough, you are satisfied, you're not hungry anymore, it's not about food. Tell yourself that it's okay. If you do get hungry later, you can have more food, or you can even take some to go. So let yourself know that it's hard to learn how to honor yourself, that there are challenges, there are reasons why we feel like we need more and more. Which brings me to the final steps, is actually learning how to respond. Some people think this is the hardest part, so let's talk about that. And I want you to remember that these comments people make is more about them than it is about you. They cook something, they want to feel like it was good, or they feel like a sense of worth happens when they make sure that you eat their food, or they're also trying to connect. So this could be a really wonderful opportunity to keep the connection going, is the way you respond. So you may say something like, "You know what? No, I do love your cooking. I'm just not hungry right now. And when I force myself to eat, that just doesn't feel good. Do you want to learn more?" Or, "No, I'm not on a diet. In fact, I'm learning something new. I'm finally learning how to listen to the cues of my body, and I'm learning so much. Have you ever thought about that?" Or, there's so many different ways that you could comment, right? But the way you want to address their comment is you want to hear what they have to say. Like, "Oh, that's all you're eating?" Like, "What is this?" Like, "Yeah, this is all I'm eating. In fact, I realized that it doesn't take that much food to make me feel satisfied. It's so interesting. How about you? Have you learned anything new about your appetite recently?" You could keep the connection going by asking them a question too. So anyway, I hope this video is helpful, and I'm so interested to learn what are some of the comments people may give you that may make you feel pressured to eat more, and what are some ways that you've dealt with it that may be helpful for our community. So please share. I'm sure there's a lot of wisdom here, and it'll be so great to hear from you. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, I invite you to subscribe, and happy eating, everybody. Bye.